Enjoy a free lunch or dinner at Ventana Wine & Dine and get a free car wash with appraisal. No purchase necessary. Schedule your auto enjoyment experience today at LexusEscondido.com.
The Rolling Stones 2020 tour is ready to roll. Well, almost. They need one more crew member if you're up for it. The perks include awesome seats and access to hang with Mick and Keith before the show. Then, introduce the band as they hit the stage. And for a job well done, the band will send you home with a signed official crew jacket. To be in the running to join the crew on tour, just listen to Rolling Stones Radio on iHeartRadio. Kogo is available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app, now #1 for podcasting. Use Radio 600 Kogo, an iHeartRadio station.
Hey, it's Saturday. And it's San Diego Business Saturday. I'm Sully, News Radio 600 Kogo. Great to have you along. Every morning you can catch me on the San Diego Morning News with Ted Madonna. Also over at KUSI, Good Morning San Diego. And, of course, Big Biz Show with Rusty Nails and on. Every day nationally. I know we're on Time Warner Cable. I don't know the channel. Or Spectrum, I should say. Because I get people telling me that they see Russ and I at night, but I don't know the channel. But if you have Spectrum, you could find American Life Network or U2 America, and I believe we're on at 6 at night every night, so if you want to check that out, you can. I know that we're in Hawaii now because I ran into some folks at the races this week that were here as a media group from Hawaii and said, hey, there's those two guys from the thing in Hawaii. So if you want to catch out Big Biz Show, if you haven't seen it already, I mean, we've been on the air for 22 years. You may have caught it. But I know we're in a couple new affiliates in San Diego, so it'd be great to have you. My good friend Suzanne Cretal is in studio. She's the president and founder of Seasoned Executive Search, seasonedsearch.com. That's seasonedsearch.com. Executive Search and Consulting. A couple of things here. I know that we are part of the iHeartRadio podcast as well as a broadcast across Southern California. And this signal goes from San Diego up to Santa Barbara as far east as Yuma, and I get email from all of you. But nationally, if you are listening to this as a podcast, I know many of you do, Suzanne is a consultant, and she not only works for companies, but she also gives advice to individuals, and I think that's something worth talking about because you can help it doesn't have to be in your industry space. You can give overall advice to those people, correct? Talk about that.
Absolutely. So what happens is we don't interview every day, right? Maybe we've been in a job for 20 years and we got laid off, or we're seeing the writing on the wall that company is not going to be there in the next 2-3 years. We need to do something about it, which I always suggest. Look for a job when you have a job. So maybe we just need to fine-tune that a little bit. Just like we'd hire a professional basketball coach for our basketball team, hire a professional person to help walk you through the interview process and make sure you're tuned up.
You know, what's interesting is as a person that's in the venture capital community, I can tell you that I tell businesses all the time that their business plan should be thought of as a living document. And they can't just depend on a business plan and that's going to be it, because you've got to pivot every once in a while. Is a resume the same thing? Should it be a living document, just not based upon only your experience, but based upon the way markets change and stuff like that? Is there something, would you suggest looking at that thing every so often?
Yeah, you know, I tell people, ideally, if you update it every 6 months, that'd be great. But if you do it on an annual basis, that's probably enough as well. But I think you should always do that. And I tell people, you know, keep a kudos file. Remember, take notes of your successes, your results. And so it's easier to put it together. So you're not struggling to remember what you did or what that, you know, lift and sale was. You have it at your ready.
See, you were on Big Biz Show last week, and one of the things that you mentioned is that the average shelf life of work skills, did you say less than 5 years or something like that?
Yeah, it's like 5 to 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the stuff, so me knowing Microsoft Word is not enough anymore.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No. The fact that I'm proficient at email isn't quite going to cut it
Great
anymore.
Great job. I'm proud of you,
right?
but you know, I'm not blown away.
Talk about the shelf life of skills and your suggestion, because I thought you had a great suggestion that is. It's not that novel, frankly. If you're in professional